Have you ever pondered about the current state of woke culture in our schools? It's a term that's been making rounds, causing a stir and sparking countless debates. For the uninitiated, woke culture is a social and political movement characterized by an acute awareness of social and racial justice issues. It's present in all facets of life, including our education system. This video seeks to present a unique perspective. We're going to revisit a school project from 2013, where an author expressed his concerns for the future of our children. Fast forward to now, we'll be examining how these concerns have intertwined with the rise of woke culture in schools. The aim is not to pass judgment, but to foster understanding, to see how the past has shaped the present and what it might mean for the future. We're not just looking at what's changed, but also what stayed the same, and why that might be. So let's delve into what the author was worried about back in 2013. Back in 2013, the author had specific concerns about the future of our kids. There was a growing unease, a feeling that our schools were not just teaching, but molding our children into something more akin to soldiers than students. The author foresaw the potential of schools to become training grounds for future conflicts, rather than safe havens for learning and growth. At the heart of these concerns was the notion of stress. The author was acutely aware of the tremendous pressure imposed on children within the school system. The constant testing, the relentless competition, the agonizing fear of failure, all of these factors were seen as a form of mental imprisonment. This, the author believed, could lead to a deep-seated resentment among children towards the learning system. In addition to this, the author feared that a child's mistake could lead to them being treated as potential criminals. The possibility that a simple error or misjudgment could result in a child being labeled as a troublemaker was a source of great concern. But this wasn't just a solitary view. The author's brother also had his own perspectives on the state of our schools. He saw the need for a big brother presence within the school system. This, he believed, would maintain order and obedience, preventing children from acting out any violent tendencies they might have learned from their environments. The logic behind this was simple. Life in this country is a privilege, not a right. Therefore, children need to be conditioned at an early age to respect authority and obey the law. He believed that this big brother presence should be a constant in children's lives, an indelible memory that would guide their actions and decisions as they grew older. Now that we've revisited the 2013 concerns, how do they stack up against the current state of woke culture in schools? Fast forward to today, the woke culture has had a significant impact on the school system. The term woke, originally an African-American vernacular speech, is now used to describe a perceived awareness of social and political injustices. It's a term that has taken on a life of its own, creating waves of change in various sectors of society, including our educational institutions. In the classroom, woke culture has instigated a shift towards inclusivity, diversity, and social justice. We're seeing a broader range of perspectives being represented in textbooks and an emphasis on teaching students about systemic issues such as racism, sexism, and climate change. This is a stark contrast to the concerns voiced in 2013 about an overbearing big brother presence and a focus on obedience rather than critical thinking. On the flip side, the rise of woke culture in schools has also sparked controversy. Critics argue that it can veer into the territory of indoctrination, stifling free thought and open debate. There are concerns that it can lead to an educational environment where certain viewpoints are silenced and where students are afraid to voice dissenting opinions for fear of being labeled unwoke. The woke culture's influence has also extended beyond the curriculum. Schools are striving to create safe and inclusive environments for all students, leading to policies around matters such as gender-neutral bathrooms and preferred pronouns. These changes, while widely embraced by some, have also led to heated debates among parents and educators about the appropriateness and impact of such measures. It's clear that the landscape has changed dramatically since 2013. But what does this mean for our children? The question now is, where do we go from here? As we navigate the current state of woke culture in our educational system, It's essential that we pause to consider the potential effects on our children, our parents, and our educators. This is not a one-sided issue. It's a multifaceted conversation that requires the participation and consideration of all perspectives. It's about understanding the experiences of students who are navigating the complexities of growing up in an era of heightened social awareness. It's about recognizing the challenges parents face as they strive to guide their children through these uncharted waters. And it's about acknowledging the unique position of educators, who are tasked with facilitating this dialogue in the classroom while also adhering to the curriculum and standards. As we move forward, we must remember that our ultimate goal is to foster an environment that encourages learning, growth, and mutual respect. This requires us to engage in open and honest conversations about the role of woke culture in our schools. It asks us to challenge our own biases and preconceived notions and to listen to the experiences and perspectives of others. Whether we agree or disagree with the principles of woke culture, it's crucial that we approach this topic with an open mind and a willingness to understand. We must remember that our children are not just students. They are individuals with their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. As parents, educators, and members of the community, it's our responsibility to create a space where they can express themselves freely, learn from one another, and grow into well-rounded individuals. We encourage you to join the conversation about woke culture in schools. Share your thoughts, experiences, and ideas. Remember, it's through dialogue that we can create positive change.